What's up, guys? Aaron Azai here. We are at Twin Dragon Games in Racine, Wisconsin, and we are here with our second place trophy winner, Elijah. And Elijah, let's get into what were you playing today?
I played DINOs. It's like one of my favorite decks to play, so I'm just gonna get into it if that's all right. Pretty much standard stuff: 3 Overraptor, 3 Baby, 2 UCT, 2 Animadorn, and then main deck, Pankratops, Giant Rex, Miscellaneous, and Petite. This is just all pretty much what everybody normally plays in the deck. Nothing special here.
Nice.
And then I'm also still playing Scrap Stuff. Scrap Stuff's just good. So I'm playing 2 Scrap Raptors, Scrap Chimera.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like an extender. I'm also on the Destiny Hero package.
Solid.
Enforcer just helps you break a lot of boards and play through a lot of the hand traps everybody's playing in this format. Because people are playing, tons of hand traps right now. I'm main decking 2 Token Collectors. This card's actually really insane in this deck because you just, every time you have Lost World and like any dinosaur and you open this going first, you just get to blow up their token that you give them with Lost World and pop a baby in deck and then you just combo off.
Sick.
And even like, I don't know, this card it's just absolutely insane in the main deck. And then like you pretty much like auto win against like Sword Soul and stuff if you draw this card game 1 because they don't play around in game 1 because people don't expect you to be main decking Token Collectors. And then Gammas, because Gamma's really nice in this deck because a lot of your plays facilitate Gamma to be open to their hand trap interaction, and then you just win those games that you get to Gamma them. I'm also playing a True King package, so I'm playing Lithless Adrum. For those that don't know what this card does, it's basically just he's basically just a monster that you summon to banish your opponent's DPE and hit important extra deck monsters from their extra deck. But it also lets you play extra extenders in the main deck with your field spell package for destroying Baby and playing through hand traps.
Awesome.
2 Pill, 2 Fusion Destiny because it's good to just draw it sometimes. So 2 Lost Worlds, 1 Terraforming, 1 Set Rotation, and 1 Diagram. So I mean, essentially, it's like 4 copies of either or 4 copies of Lost World, 3 copies of Diagram because the Set Rotation and the Terraforming can help get you where you want to go. Set Rotation is also good because it lets you play through stuff like Imperm by giving them permanence on their board so they can't use it.
Nice.
And then this is just the standard Fossil Digs, and then people play Pot of Prosperity in this deck for consistency because this deck is a 2-card combo deck, so you really need to make sure you get the right cards at the right times. I'm also playing 3 Small Worlds because it's essentially this more copies of Fossil Dig lets you find the second copy piece, second combo piece that you need to get your combo going. So like you have so many copies of Mist just with the 3 of these and the 3 of these, and then the pots to find them. I'm playing Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is like, I'm really unsure about how.
Instant Fusion?
No, it's just a Fusion Enforcer one.
Okay.
I'm really confused about whether this card is actually good in this deck or not. I've been back and forth on it. It lets you play through hand traps, and it also lets you extend into DP because it puts another body on the board. And then I'm playing a different monster in my extra deck that also lets me combo and break boards with it. And then Called by the Grave because obviously you just need your hand traps to get negated.
Yeah.
2 Evil Zars, 1 each. Abyss Dweller, Dugaris. Dugaris is really good. It's been really good in the past couple weeks. Link Kribo to turn the Animadorn into Lambda because I'm playing Cypher monsters. 1 Scrap Wyvern because I'm playing the Scrap Stuff. I'm playing a Phoenix because there's been a lot more people playing back row decks and stuff like that, so this card's actually been more useful. Dark because DP just takes people's DPs and stuff. And then you play the Anaconda because you're playing the DP package.
Nice.
I'm playing Omega and Savage as my level 8 synchros with the Scrap Raptor because he's a tuner. So this lets you get to go into this to break more board or set up more spell and trap negates versus the spell and trap decks that people are playing now. And Omega is just like super nice because you can end combo on it to put Mist back in the graveyard, and then you just end on Insane Follow-Up with Omega because you end on Omega putting the Mist back into your graveyard to reuse it with Giant Rex. And then you still have the DPE draw and the DPE coming back, Celestial Draw, and the Dasher potentially affect a special.
Beautiful.
So you just have so much follow-up, and then they still have to play through your Dolka and your UCT and, the Omega being on the board. Obviously the DP because of that. And then Millennium Eyes is the part of the Instant Fusion that lets you play through hand traps. Because if I just activate Instant Fusion first, play this, and then summon over after, they can't really ash it or effect veil it or anything because this will just negate that. And then I'm also playing a Time Wizard of Tomorrow. So this card's kind of like, it kind of turns Instant Fusion into like an answer to hand traps or like a Dark Hole type effect. So if I open like Instant Fusion, a Baby, and Lost World, I get to activate Lost World, summon Baby, give them a token, and then activate Instant Fusion, and then Time Wizard's effect. I can flip a coin and to destroy all the monsters on the board, and then take damage. But the only thing that the flipping the coin does is the damage part. So it'll always destroy the monsters on the board. So when you destroy the token and the Baby, Lost World will protect the token, obviously, and then you destroy a second Baby, so you have 2 Baby effects going off, and then you just have full combo because of the Instant Fusion in your Baby source in Lost World. That would have been a brick. But also going second, I could just summon this and it forces out my opponent to answer because it'll just literally just Instant Fusion will just destroy all the monsters if they let it resolve.
Beautiful. That's awesome. Nice. All right, what do you got in the side deck?
The side deck, I'm playing Red Reboot and 3 Twins. And I'm also playing a side deck engine card, Quatless. So, like I said, a lot more people are playing more spell and trap stuff as of recently. You know, I mean, Eldritch and stuff like that. So
Eldritch did win, did take first. Hopefully, we'll get the deck profile for that as well. But yeah, nice.
So you can actually just end on Quatless with your pill instead of UCT in matchups that Quatless is stronger. Like UCT is pretty poor against stuff like ending on stuff like Despia and Eldritch and matchups like that. So you'd rather just end on a monster that actually can just negate a fusion summon or something like that.
Right, nice.
And then I'm also side decking a Kaiju. The Kaiju is searchable off of Over After, but it's also searchable off the Small World. So you can use Small World as a board breaking card. And then it also bridges your Small World nicely because it's a fire monster. So you can easily bridge it into the Dino that you need for your combo if you have to do that.
Nice.
3 Dark Rulers. I don't really like droplets in this deck because I'm already playing Small World, so it's like less cards that I have to actually use the droplets with. And this card essentially serves most of the same purposes. And the card that you really don't like to play against is like Herald of Arclight, which you can't even droplets because you can't send any cards to the graveyard.
Right.
And then 3 Drolls and 3 Lancia. This is mostly just because a lot of people play Flunder and stuff, and you just got to make sure that you can beat that deck because deck's just really annoying. And then obviously these are good in other matchups, but it's mainly just because people play Flunder.
Oh yeah, awesome, man, awesome. Let's see the trophy.
Second place.
Right on, dude. All right, second place with Dinos.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.